What's going down, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. I want to make sure I'm loud. All right, I think y'all can hear me. Okay, that should be better. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, good. What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Happy fight day. Yes, honey. I don't know if y'all watched the earlier card. I only caught maybe 1 or 2 fights on it, but I did peek at it. I wanted to see Jadier Herrera, to see how his fight went. Obviously, they were that fight was for, I guess, who can challenge Shakur for the belt. I know it had something to do with Shakur belt. Okay, I know that much. But let's go ahead and see who all in the building. We're gonna get into a little bit of news, honey. We don't really have much changes since Thursday, and then we're gonna get into why we really here, our DuckTales. But let me go on and see what's going down up in here with my folks. What is up? What's up? Miss Joette, my girl. Miss Joette, I gotta talk to. We gotta make you the MVP, honey. Your Jab Queens boxing. Yes. What's up, Eshel? D1, my boy. Aircraft, happy new year, baby. I ain't seen you yet. All things, how you doing? No sleepwalking, what's good with it? Yes, Tim Layton, how you doing? Lee, my boy, how y'all doing? What's up, Gecko? You keep changing your name or something? I don't know what y'all got going on. Some of y'all entering the witness protection program. Let me not shout y'all out like that. But let's go ahead and make sure we smash that like button, and let's go ahead and start getting into it, okay? So first and foremost, obviously the big news, which we're going to go ahead and dive into a little later in the show, was Oscar De La Hoya. I'm sorry, De La Hoya. We're going to talk significantly about him a little bit later, but just so that we're all, abreast on what he got going on. I'm sure y'all all saw his clapback Thursday, or I don't know if he just dropped that video after his clapback, what he had going on, honey. But we are definitely going to talk about that, okay? I also don't know if some of y'all knew, and I know I uploaded this damn thing. What is going on around this community? Oh, well, I'll just use this picture then. Y'all remember this fight is also coming up. It's on the 24th. And actually, Boots is training Andy Cruz, or at least the video I saw, he was training with him. But do y'all think this is going to make a significant difference? I mean, I already thought that Andy Cruz, he going to beat Ray Matala any damn way. But to know that, Cruz is now training with Boots. I know he's been over there with Bozy for a while, and he's been looking significantly better too. So I don't know, for all of those betting people, if y'all didn't know that, I just thought I'd drop that in y'all lap so y'all can make y'all bets accordingly. Okay. And this fight, as I said, is on the 24th, but that's later with the upcoming news. Now, also, Crocker, who's heavily in demand all of a sudden, he is now being forced by the IBF into a mandatory defense against Liam Paru. Now, obviously, we know Liam Paru lost in, 2024 to Richardson Hitchens by a split decision. But now, instead of Crocker, going to the highest bidder, he is being forced to fight his mandatory. So we will definitely see what's going down with all of that. And then obviously once that fight gets made and all that other stuff there, I will let y'all know. I do remember I told y'all Thursday that Zuffa was launching at the Apex building. I did post it on my community board this morning, or was it yesterday? I posted somehow his fights that are going to be happening, which is the Venezuela and the other young gentleman. I can't even think what the boy name now, but they will be on the main card on the 23rd on that Saturday. So if y'all want to check it out, y'all can watch that on Paramount. The card will be starting at 5 p.m. So y'all can run on over there. I'm going to check it out, like I said, because I want to see what they got going on over there. So I definitely am going to go over there and check that out. Now, I also told y'all on Thursday that Christian Rock has signed a boxing deal. She has signed to, Rumble? And she's being trained by Calvin Ford. So that is definitely interesting to me. I can't wait to see, what he does with her, because obviously, those who are familiar with her background know she is a fighter. Okay. But I can't wait to see how he kind of horns her skills and, refines all of that. So I'm interested in seeing what the young lady can do. We know she got heart. We know she ain't scared to squabble with no damn body. So we're gonna see if that can translate into boxing and she can make her some real money, because she's marketable. She's very pretty. Um, she probably just need a little bit of charm school and she'll be good to go, but she's also very young. So, once she matures a little bit more, but I'm anxious to see what Calvin Ford is going to actually do with her. Moving forward. So that's definitely interesting to me. Now, y'all do know we have a bunch of fights on today. I don't know what in the heck is going on. Everybody got together and decided to put fights on today. My little baby girl, she's fighting Hennessy. The little boy Keith Cologne is fighting also today. And then Ajat Kabiel, he won by third round stoppage. Okay. My little homie Javier, he won. Now listen, this stoppage with Javier was bogus, but watch this.
Phil, those 32 years.
That was a little bogus to me. I think the ref was upset because he got knocked down in that fight. So maybe he was in his feelings about a little bit of that. But I don't really think that fight deserved a stoppage at that particular moment. But shout out to him for winning his fights. And he's got himself a belt. He's been talking about who he wanted to fight. So we're gonna see how that situation progresses. I mean, I don't really think so. But he is now in a position where he can kind of force the hands of those who be. And we're going to talk about the hands of those who be in just a moment. Now, I also saw this. Richardson Hitchens, okay, is possibly going to fight Duarte. Now, underneath that post, I also saw Frank Martin with the shaking his head emoji. In my opinion, that absolutely would have been a better fight than a Duarte fight for Richardson Hitchens. We spoke about this before, and we're going to keep talking about this because, y'all, the matchups are important, right? We worried or we're complaining about the sport possibly dying. Now we have, Zulfa coming in with their bootleg stuff, and it's just getting a little bit out of control, right? But I don't blame anybody but the promoters who are in place now. And we're going to talk about them when we get to Oscar ass in just a minute. But the point is, you cannot keep giving us fights like this, right? Producing fights like this. And some of these guys are not in control of their own career, but then some of these guys do turn down opportunities that they are presented, right? So when you are presented with an opportunity, all the time, it's not about the money, because if you succeed at the opportunity that you are given, you can write your own ticket. But some of these boys don't believe in themselves as much as they would have you think that they do. So that's first and foremost. And shame on Richardson Hitchens. He needs to be looking to unify, and he needs to be looking to do something better, because that little win against Kambosos, honey, it aged like dog water. Okay? You're not the first to whoop him, and he wasn't really a world beater to begin with. So there's that on that. Okay? But let me see what y'all talking about. It's Saturday. We got some time. No sleep. What's up, baby? The aircraft, the hot air kid is nice. He needs to work more on his defense, because he got dropped in, what was that, the first round? So he definitely needs to work on his defense. But he kind of just likes to rumble, but he needs to refine that, and he needs to tighten that up. He definitely does need to tighten that up for sure. But yeah, D1, she's a fighter, and boxing is different. That's why I said I can't wait to see. What's up, Isaiah? That's why I can't wait to see what Calvin Ford does with her. If he'll be able to refine all that. What the hell happened to the ref? They knocked him down. You ain't see that, boo? Look, I'm gonna play it again real quick, okay? Because they be trying to get us.
Phil, those 32 years.
That thing felt like dominoes, didn't it? I think he was a little salty that he fell. So, we'll leave that there. But yeah, honey, he did. That thing was thrown. That ain't I've been watching a lot of fights this week, and I was watching when I was making my Keyshawn video. I was watching a fight between him and was it Pedraza? It was either Pedraza or I forgot that boy name, but one of them punched the ref in the mouth. The ref mouth was bleeding. I was like, dang man, these refs just be taking whoopings coming and going. They got a duck too. They better get themselves in the gym and learn how to get them a little dip game up. But yeah, the ref went to the ground. So I think he was a little, I don't want to say embarrassed because obviously stuff like that happens all the time. But he seemed like he was a little pissed with the fight and was just like, that's it. The stoppage to me wasn't warranted. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Javier, he got a stoppage. And he's on to the next, and obviously we know he is, send me a contract. I know baby, I kill you. You know what I'm saying? I know baby, send me a contract. You know what I'm saying? So he out here popping his big ish. So we definitely gonna see. Tucson, what's going on? Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with that moving forward. But shout out to him, like I said, for winning his fight. And as y'all know, I know y'all like every time we come over here, she telling us about the upcoming fights. But that's just because I don't want y'all to miss them in case y'all are interested in them. Okay, so we're gonna run through them real quick because you know that y'all know we got 100 cards on today. My baby girl Hennessy, she on tonight. Keith Colon is also fighting tonight. Subriel Matias is fighting tonight. We just saw Ajit Gabriel, he got his third round stoppage earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Later this month, we have, let's see, who else? We have this fight, Maritala versus Cruz. We have, else I got up here, child. It's 1,000 damn fights going on. Oh, my baby girl. And she'll be here next week, y'all, to promote her new fight. Remember, we saw her when she was fresh out the Emmys and she was looking for a fight. Well, homegirl and landed her a fight, honey. And it's going to be on Rumble on the 24th. So we're going to have her over here to promote her first fight. So shout out to Tiara, baby. She's definitely, she been in the gym working hard, so she is ready. She cut up. She ready for her shot. So definitely rocking with my girl. Yes, and like I said, the little homie Keith, he's also fighting tonight. He's down there at the Garden. You can watch that on pbv.com if you are interested in seeing that fight as well. Now, in addition to people being upset, honey, angry, and ready to throw stones and rocks at the WBC for Ryan Garcia also getting another title shot after, taking 3 losses in a goddamn row. And we talked earlier this week about marketability, right? And that's the reason that he continues to get chance after chance after chance after chance because he's marketable, unlike some other people. Excuse me, my hand. I don't know what happened, how that picture got up there. But nevertheless, we're also going to talk about the other fight that is coming up at the end of the month, guys. Now, I told y'all before that I was not trying to be funny when I was telling y'all about the Shakur and Teo cards. Right, because I was like, dang man, I should get out there, I should go, and I don't know if she in here. Sexy Kendra tell you she emailed me like we going, and I was like, I don't know. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, dang, I ain't checked the tickets. So that is why I went up there to see anyway if there was any tickets left so I could get some for us and yada yada yada. And that's when I told you I noticed all of the seats still available. Right. And then y'all tried to bite me last week when I was trying to tell y'all everything that was going on with these tickets. Well, lo and behold, clearly I am not the only one that feels this way. Teofimo Lopez has posted on his social media that he would like to start releasing teasers, gym videos, a ribbon in the sky, honey, a pack of cigarettes and a sandwich. I don't know, honey, but he is begging for promotion for this particular fight. Now, this is what I tried to tell y'all earlier in the week. I told y'all, bro, just because you see 2 big names, that does not mean that they are going to sell, right? And I'm sure that a lot of y'all who are either fan bases fans love to differ. Jab Queen, I beg your pardon. You don't know what you told me. All of that stuff, save it, right? Save it for David and run on down to the stadium and get a ticket, okay? Because they need your help. I don't. That's number 1, right? Number 2, if Teofimo Lopez, the A side, in this particular card, if he himself is asking for some sort of promotional support. If y'all don't remember, before this, he even teased, and I don't know what I did with the screenshot, I'm gonna find it. He even said, wow, no sponsorship for this fight. So that also leads me to believe that not as many people, the people who deal with the business, the people who deal with the money, not that many people are interested or that invested in this fight's success. You would think they would be, since they went through the trouble of putting it on, but it doesn't appear that they are that invested in the success of this particular event. There has been no promotion. And I said that Thursday. I was like, dang, I ain't really been seeing a lot of promotion for this. Like I said, they individually dropped their stuff. You know, Shakur has started his blog. I see recently Keyshawn has started his blog. I see a few things on Bruce Carrington's social media. You know, I see a little shit popping from Jermaine Ortiz, you know, individually. But where is the collective efforts from DAZN, from Sella, from, you know what I mean? Where are the collective efforts to promote this fight to the best of their ability? I saw semi of it, a little more than I'm seeing right now with the Crawford fight. Hell, they ran a whole promotional commercial for the Ryan and Devin rematch that aired during the fight where they were fighting other people. So it just seems to me that they're not really that invested. Also, right, when you have two people of similar characteristics, right? And when I say characteristics, I just simply mean neither one of them are like super outgoing, right? Like Teo thinks he's funny, but he's corny, right? And he does like semi borderline gay stuff, in my opinion. In my opinion, bending over, twerking, all of that kind of stuff there. That's very and it's like, Shakur is not very talkative. He's not very outgoing. Maybe if you get to know him personally, you know, a part of his inner circle, they may think otherwise. But to the general public, he just seems like a more quiet, more reserved type of guy. So he's not one that's out here kind of actively promoting this fight. You know, yeah, at the press conference, he'll pop a little crap. You know, like I said, he's dropping his blogs, but that's just mostly of him training. You know, there's no real, you know what I'm saying? I'm not real amped for this fight, you know, and there was a couple people who, you know, underneath my comment sections, y'all like to try to bite me underneath there, talking about some, you know, this is a big fight and this and that and this and that. I really want some of y'all to understand the difference between a fight that we're craving, a fight that we want, versus a fight that we will watch because it's been made, right? Like, we're boxing junkies. We'll watch damn near any fight. Let's be honest. What we'll pay for is different. You know what I'm saying? What we'll give our time to is different. But hell, if it's on like that card with Herrera, I watched it because, for one, I wanted to see his fight and I wanted to see Ajay Cabot. But the rest of that stuff in the middle, honey, I was running around the house cleaning, doing all other kind of stuff because I really wasn't interested in it. Right? Let alone, you know what I'm saying, constantly paying for things that just don't interest me. I'm not in the business of doing that. So that's the promotional aspect with that. And I feel bad for Teo, you know, because obviously he's realizing now that he doesn't have as many fans, or he's not as big as he thinks he is. Like, some of y'all have to really realize, just because we talk about them on YouTube doesn't mean that they're big stars. That doesn't translate to box office numbers. And I told y'all that. You know what I mean? Not only did I tell y'all that, I showed y'all that. And it's no offense to either one of them. It's just what it is. Neither one of them are big stars like that. They're notable names, yes. This is a fight with two names, but is it a must-see? Apparently not. And then on top of that, where you have the people that are in charge of this fight that are not helping promote this fight as well as they should be. This fight, what we got, 2-3 weeks until this fight? I'm yet to see a commercial with them in it, or, you know, somebody told me they were doing like 24-hour access or something. I'm like, oh yeah, like, I didn't see anything for that. And I'm not about to keep running around here, you know, with my flashlight in the dark looking for it either, if I'm being honest. You know, so I just don't know, guys. I'm not really sure what's happening with the promotion of this fight. I'm not really sure how well this fight is going to do. Those of you who bought tickets and who are going to be going, y'all hit me up and let me know. because I really am interested to see how this fight really does. Some people say, you know, New Yorkers are slow. They buy their tickets the last minute. Okay, all of them? I mean, people might be like me because I was scared there wasn't going to be any left. So I ran on over to the Ticketmaster trying to see. And then when I saw, like, when you thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss something, and you get there and it's like hundreds and hundreds of like left, you start to think to yourself, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I really somewhere exclusive? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just the feel that you get when it's like you getting some shit, or you feel like, damn, I got the last one. You almost feel like, yes, you know what I'm saying? But if you get there, you rushing in, it's like you're like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? But again, things can pick up if they drop the prices of those tickets, because some of those tickets are still extremely high. So hopefully, you know, they'll drop the prices and then people might, you know, flood on down there and buy them, because, you know, also we just had the holidays, all of them, you know, from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas to, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a little bit bad timing too. So, you know, I do take that into consideration when just looking at everything in totality. And then the fact that there's no promotion, it really doesn't help, right? But since we are on promotions and promoters and money, let's take a look at this fool right here.
We have a lot of great matchups to be made as the U.S. top promoters, so I'm looking to keep the fights here in the U.S. In the meantime, Eddie Hearn is begging the media for this Boots and Vergil Ortiz fight. It's so stupid as a promoter to pigeonhole your fighter into one opponent. You lose your negotiating power, which ends up being a lot of lost money for your fighter. Also, every time a manager tries to be a hero and negotiate behind the promoter's back, they lose money for the fighter. And at the same time, violate the Muhammad Ali Act. And you know what? I'm gonna start sending legal letters enforcing this because I'm fucking tired of it. Some managers are just full of shit and I will be exposing them, trust me. Look, Vergil can fight 2 or 3 different guys in mega fights. He's got options. Imagine him with Errol Spence at Dallas Cowboys Stadium, or Sebastian Fundora in a mega fight in Vegas. Boots is part of the plan, but it doesn't have to be next. But Eddie, since you're so desperate to make this fight, then let's do this. 60-40 for Vergil and 5% to the winner. Because I'm generous and I'm not moving off those numbers. You're the one who's begging for this fight. So let's go.
Child, did y'all hear that, child? That's a piece of work, ain't it, y'all? Ooh, I don't know where to begin. Let me go back over here to the comments and just see what y'all talking about before I get on Oscar's ass. Isaiah, we said what's up, what the hell y'all talking about? My goodness. So the first thing I want to say about Oscar, right? Before I lay into him, let me compliment him. Oscar was an absolutely amazing boxer when he boxed. A couple of times I thought he got robbed against Shane Mosley and a few others. I thought, you know, they didn't really give him a fair shake, right, in some of the fights that he had, right, coming up. So, but Oscar will fight you. That's one thing. Oscar will definitely, he definitely get in there with just about any damn body. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all last week, and y'all saw the video, those of you who didn't check it out, about Oscar's situation that he's currently in, right? I told y'all that Golden Boy was down bad, and I meant that, right, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm standing on that, right? And I told y'all the reasons that I thought that Golden Boy was down bad, right? Let's look at Golden Boy in totality, shall we? The ones that he pumps up as stars, right? Because he does have some good boxes. I think who was over there? The boy, Lord have mercy. Anyway, Oscar's main characters, the ones that he pumps up the most, right? The Ryans, the Zapatas, the Vergils, all of them, right? Like, so let's look at it. Ryan, virtually, if you want to say it just cut and dry, he lost his last 3 fights, right? He lost to Gervonta Tank Davis. He won against Devin, and then it got overturned. He had the whole Ostarine scandal, right? And then he got put on his pockets by Rolly Romero. Boom. You had Zapata. Zapata got, he got beat by Shakur. Boom. You got Kid Schofield, who's playing hopscotch with fights. I'll fight you. No, I won't. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Yes, I will. My arm hurt. My leg hurt. You know what I'm saying? My stomach hurt. So he's not dependable. The last fight he had was against Tevin Farmer. He had an opportunity to capitalize on that fight by fighting Jojo Diaz, but then he had bed bugs, arm sprain, whatever the hell he had. He backed out of that fight. That made 2 fights in 2025 that Kid Schofield backed out of, right? Now, I don't know what happened in Saudi Arabia. I was not there. The whole thing sounded extremely elaborate to me, but that is what it is. But nevertheless, Vergil is Oscar's last shining star. You think he really want him to get his ass whooped by Jerron Boots Ennis? I mean, they have Gabrielle Fundora, she holding it down, and a few others. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm talking about the ones that he's chauffeuring to the forefront, right? And Vergil is supposed to be this big deal. He was supposed to be this big deal at 147. He's supposed to be this big deal at 154. Can somebody put in the chat how many times Vergil Ortiz has been a champion? Because I tried to find it, but Mother, she forgets. So if you could just tell me how many times Vergil Ortiz has actually been a champion. Your final offer is 60-40, as if somehow Vergil has the upper hand, and some people may think he does. And when I drop the link, you're more than welcome to come up here and tell me how Vergil Ortiz has the upper hand on Jerron Boots Ennis. Neither one of those fan bases are crazy, right? They both can sell out in their hometown, but to be honest, and I'm just being fair, we don't know the market value of either of them outside of their respective hometowns. Right? This would be their test. Both of them together, maybe in Vegas, somewhere like that. We shall see. Now, I personally think Jerron Boots Ennis is a star. People may personally think Vergil Ortiz is a star, right? But we need to find out. But when you put them in situations like this, and I'm not letting Vergil ass off the hook or Rick Meridian, because he's another one all over the internet starting fires and shit. Okay, but when you put them in these type of situations, you paint them as a duck, and he helps because he was standing there. If y'all remember, he stood right in the middle of that goddamn ring, and he said he wanted to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, right? But then immediately after that, he goes backstage and he says his dream fight is Earl Spence Jr., a man who's been retired for 3 years. That makes absolutely no sense, Oscar. To sit up here and say that Vergil Ortiz has options. Hell, I got damn options. I mean, but are they good options, Oscar? Are they what the sport is craving, Oscar? Come on now. This is what's the most disappointing about Oscar De La Hoya. You used to be a fighter, yo. You should know what the fans want to see. You should know. If people are calling for this fight, then put it on. You have to give us something to revitalize the sport. At 154, we have Xander about to fight a Bass. Slender Man and Keith, I think they done rescheduled their fight to February. The February card seems like it's shaping up decent. But let's be honest, this is what I mean by a fight that people want versus a fight that people will watch. A fight that we want and have wanted for years is Vergil Ortiz versus Jerron Boots Ennis. A fight that we will watch because it's made is Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. And that's no disrespect to them. But it's just what the boxing community wants versus what y'all give us. But then y'all want to charge us. There has to be some sort of common ground. Now, I don't want to wait until both of these men at 168 damn pounds and somebody done got hurt or somebody done took a loss for somebody to be ready to jump and make this damn fight, because let's call it what it is. They're not confident that Vergil Ortiz can beat Jerron Boots Ennis, or they would have been put that damn fight on just as easy as they made that Lubin fight, right? Just as easy as they make any other damn fight. But all of a sudden, it's Jerron Boots Ennis. Him and Eddie got to jump through all of these damn hoops. They got to paint your toenails because we know a few things. They got to do all of this for you just to get a damn fight. What is this, bro? Who made you the biggest star at 154 with no belt? And not to say that that matters, because again, this fight don't even have to be for a belt. It's a damn good matchup. What seems to be the issue? But then if you hear them talk, what has Boots done? He's fighting nobodies. God damn it, what has he done? The reason that he gets the selection of fights that he gets is because he has to go through stuff like this every time he wants to make a decent fight. Didn't he have to pay Stanley Jonas or one of them out of his own damn purse? Because they want all of this money to fight him, but then you want to stand around and tell me this man ain't fighting nobody, so why you ain't eager to get your ass in that ring with him then? Because you know what's up. 60-40 split you want in favor of Vergil. No explanation, just these are my terms, take it or leave it. Oscar, shame on you, man. Shame on you, Oscar. It's just a damn shame. It's just a damn shame. Rick Marigian talking about he want $10 million, $100, and then Vergil ain't said nothing in weeks. I don't even know if Vergil still, they done got Vergil tied up in the basement some damn where. It's nothing but a shakedown. It's absolutely nothing but a shakedown. Then Oscar threatening to sue people. Who the hell you gonna sue, Oscar? Who you suing? And for what? Because they trying to make you do your job. Your job as a promoter is to promote, right? Put some damn fights on. You trying to circumvent what the hell the zone gave you the budget for? No. They want the Vergil Ortiz versus Jerron Boots Ennis. Period. Full stop. Stop crying, stop diddy bopping and flip flopping, and put that ass in the ring. That's it. That's it. This whole facade that Oscar's trying to put, listen, Vergil, he has options. He has options. What are the better options than Jerron Boots Ennis? A man in his damn weight class that is just as active as him. Neither one of them took no damage in their last damn fights. You had a first round stoppage. Boots had a second round stoppage. Ain't neither one of y'all got pinched. Okay? So it ain't like they need no whole bunch of time off. What is really the problem? Unless, like I said, the boogeyman ain't really the boogeyman. Okay, now that shit might sound good to people like whoever, you know what I'm saying? But some people with some sense know better, such as my damn self and such as people that are here with us tonight. We know better, don't we? Because when you start running around here now, all of a sudden you run around here with your pocket projector and your calculator and this and that. You ain't trying to calculate how much money for this fight. You trying to calculate the risk versus the reward. We're not fools, Oscar. And quite honestly, we're getting sick of these games. Now, I don't know who he talking about he getting ready to sue because people going behind other people back trying to make the fights. No, Oscar. Stop the smoke and mirrors routine, baby. We're tired of the excuses. Just come out and say you don't want Vergil to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, because if you think that Errol Spence Jr., 3 years off the damn couch, is going to be a better fight. And I'm not saying that EJ ain't still got it. I'm basically saying, why drag somebody out of damn near retirement? The man ain't fought in 3 years. Why is he even an option for you? But he's the boogeyman, right? So the boogeyman that he got to fight somebody off the couch 3 years? That's what boogeymen do? I just don't understand this. The man at 154, how? It's champions at 154. What is he talking about? Listen, playing hardball is one thing, and just flat out being ridiculous is a whole nother story. You're trying to make it so difficult that they just walk away altogether. Well, how about, what if Jerron Boots Ennis and Eddie Hearn just surprise your ass and take that 40%, right? For the opportunity. Remember I told y'all about that earlier. Opportunity. right? Just like I said, that Shakur should have did with Devin, taking the opportunity. The same way that, speaking of Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather took less to fight Oscar De La Hoya. It's about the opportunity sometimes. Because if you really believe in yourself, all you need is an opportunity. What's that joke, Cedric? All I need is an opportunity to show my ass. All you need is an opportunity to show what you're really made of sometimes. And then you can write your own ticket. Some people, I don't know, man. Everybody's a killer until another killer come in the room, and then all of a sudden you looking down at your paperwork. Now all of a sudden you want to ruffle papers, right? Yeah, sure, you're right. Just the same way I feel like y'all did with the Shakur and the Kid Schofield situation. That's mighty quick how that fight got made, by the way. There was nothing happening in that fight. I blinked. I woke up the next morning. They done had them a fight date scheduled and every damn thing else. What is going on? It's the promoters. It's these fighters. I just don't understand sometimes. And this is why a lot of us are outraged. This is why a lot of us are frustrated with the sport as a whole. Some of y'all say fighters don't duck other fighters. Bullshit. There are plenty of fighters that duck other fighters because they are worried about that O. Some of these niggas O's got to go. Some of them shouldn't have them to begin with. If you a fighter, you fight. You get paid to fight. Don't be sitting around here asking for no 10, 20, 30 million to fight no one person when the event isn't even going to generate that much money. Are you crazy? The same way I told y'all the other day about that other little dummy running around here talking about he want $50 million to fight. He want $50 million to fight Abdullah Mason. Boy, if you don't go sit at... This is another form of ducking. This is a financial duck, okay? Because no event that you've ever been in, okay, generated that much money. Nor will you be in that's going to generate that much money. Hell, you need to get your ass in a fight first so we can see how much money you're going to generate on your own as a headline, and stop clout chasing that little boy. That little boy don't work hard to get where he at. He done put in that work, and Sam Noakes damn sure made him earn it. And now you want to sit around here, 2 fights you done pulled out of all of this damn year, sitting around here talking about your knock Abdullah Mason. Now, boy, get your ass in somebody's gym. And be careful for you hurt yourself again. Because don't you got a rescheduled fight or something coming up? Tell your father grease his scalp. So sick of them. I don't know what to damn do. Some of these people just losing their mind, y'all. Oscar done lost his damn mind. The Schofields done lost their goddamn mind. I just don't know. So now, like I said in that video, we're going to have to see who we come up with for Boots now. And then I'm going to have to be on a tear. Everybody else who knows what's really going on and paying attention to what's really going on is going to have to be on a tear, because the first thing some of y'all are going to come out y'all mouth and say is Boots don't fight no damn body, and act like y'all conveniently forget all the shit that he goes through to get a nigga in the ring with him. Some of y'all forget that. I mean, good God, he basically got to pay them double 2-3 times just to fight them. When these are fighters, men who sign up to do this. Ain't nobody tell you to sign up for this. You mighty tough when it's somebody you know you can beat. You jump your ass in the ring. When it's somebody that you ain't sure about, when it's somebody you like, it might be 50-50, you dragging your damn feet. All of a sudden it's what have you done, and you ain't fighting nobody. These are all the excuses that I hear when it's a fight that somebody can possibly whoop your ass. Just like Richardson Hitchens. I told y'all the other day, he ran around here talking about he ain't fighting Gary Antoine Russell living off the amateurs. How Gary Antoine Russell said, I beat you 4 times. You think you want your get back? Oh, you living off that? You ain't fighting nobody in the pros. Richardson Hitchens, I love you to death, baby. But beating Cambosos do not make you no world beater. Are you skilled? Hell yeah. But I got to see something. You going to have to show me something, baby. You going to have to do something, baby. I just don't understand this. I just really don't get it. All of them running around here like they crazy. Look, the bottom line is this. Oscar De La Hoya is playing games, Okay. Now, I don't know what other options. All of a sudden now, Vergil Ortiz is the prettiest girl at the prom, and he got all of these goddamn options. Okay. It looks to me like they pulling up fighters that from the bottom of box rec. Now they going into the retirement department of box rec instead of the opportunity that's facing you right in your damn face. The man who you were supposed to have been for. That the people that say that you can beat him easily, I want to see it. Both of these men are skilled, right? One of them seem to be confident, and the other one and their damn team don't seem to be that confident. You can't run around here telling me it's about financial disputes when everything out your damn mouth and his trainer mouth, his manager's mouth is who is he for? Oh, he doesn't dictate terms over here. We'll fight who we want. What kind of talk is that? What have you done to make those kind of statements? We'll fight who we want. Say what now? Why wouldn't you want to fight him? They say they think he's the best. You say you think you the best. Why don't you? Somebody got to prove us wrong. Somebody got to prove us wrong. Now, if I have to see Boots fight somebody at the damn fire department again, I'm going to be upset. This is ridiculous. I just don't understand why it's so difficult to get a fight made, a fight that everybody seems to want to see. They should be wanting to put this fight on. It cannot be that financially daunting. Okay, especially when DAZN has already said they would give you the budget for the fight. I really don't see what else could be the problem. Split the shit. 50-50. I ain't big dogging you. You ain't big dogging me. Let's get in here and get it. All the other champions seem to be busy. Vergil, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't nothing but an interim champion any damn way. Only thing he gonna get from beating you is the satisfaction and know he can. I mean, what's the problem? Now you out here with the Warren squad. You down here pushing paperwork. You out here doing all kind of bogus shit. Shame on you, Oscar. You suing some doggone body. For what? Then you bring up the Muhammad Ali Act. What the heck? Man, some of these people done lost their damn mind. Now, I don't know what y'all gonna do with Teo and his cry for help, because clearly this promotional company don't want to help him out either. I just don't know. And where's Turki? Right? Like I haven't heard Turki in a while. Did he leave? What's going on? I mean, he is the elephant in the room, ain't he? Remember that Instagram post and the promises of mega fights, you know? What happened to that? He's the one that came out here and said Jerron Boots Ennis, quote unquote, needed a tune-up, right? So, okay, if that's true, whatever, Lima, he got his tune-up out the way. Where's that piggy bank, Turki? Open it. Since clearly money seems to be an issue, right? Open up that piggy bank. Or is it that Jerron Boots Ennis doesn't want to go all the way to Saudi Arabia? Because, see, I'm noticing that's where you put on all the big cards, all the really good cards. They got to go across seas. And you give us these cards over here. No disrespect to Teo or Shakur, but you're giving us these kind of cards over here. How are these men supposed to build their fan base? How are these men supposed to test their market value if you're taking their market and putting it in a whole nother country? Where's the energy? Where's the energy for this fight that you had before? You ran your skirt wearing ass over to the goddamn boxing voice and was quick to come out your mouth and say he claimed he needed a tune-up, and you told him to get back to you when he was done. Well, guess what? I'm pretty sure Eddie done been on your phone line telling you he's done. Where that money at? It's so ridiculous how they want to paint certain people in a certain light when people have eyes. People are not fools. We're not stupid. In 24 hours or less, I saw Vergil Ortiz stand in that damn ring, say he wanted to fight Jerron Boots. Jerron, come over here. Hey, Boots, come here. Looking like he chewing on rocks, scared to death. Yeah, I read body language. He was scared. What the hell your mouth moving for? What's in your mouth? What you chewing on? Standing in that ring telling him you want to fight him, then you walk your ass backstage, and the first thing out your mouth is, wouldn't it be cool to fight Errol Spence Jr.? Wouldn't it be cool to fight Errol Spence Jr.? 2 days later, you want another podcast talking about you'll fight who you want. You earned the right to do that. What? You've had opportunity after opportunity to become a champion. You declined all of them. Y'all, I am frustrated. Pardon me, honey. Let me see what y'all talking about. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. Some of these dudes cancel high school. Yeah, I know, and they want us to believe otherwise. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how some of these people act. 60-40 is crazy work. It's nasty work. And what makes you the A side? What? That's the thing, Oscar. You presented no actual explanation as to why you feel that you should receive 60% over 40%. Why? Because you think so, or because you feel like it? Go ahead and say because y'all taking all the risk, or because of this and all of that. So tell me you scared without telling me you scared. Because there's more than one way to tell me that, Oscar. I told you, Vergil is their last remaining hope. They're going to put that golden gator in that witness protection program. Speaking of witness protection programs, Carmel Moten has a fight coming up. I believe he's on the February 28th card. I just thought I put that flyer up in here for the little homie. But Carmel Moten is out of witness protection, and he'll be fighting soon as well. I believe it's on the February 23rd card, if I'm not mistaken. He has a fight schedule. I think I put that on the community board, but if not, I'll go through these files. Y'all gotta get organized. But yeah, he has a fight coming up since he's speaking of witness protection programs. But back to Oscar and the disappointment that is me. I just don't know what Boots is gonna do. You know, I just don't know. I really don't. It's like. And he don't want to sit around, obviously, and get rusty. I'm sure he'll get a fight scheduled, you know. But again, I don't want to hear people talking about he's fighting nobodies. Y'all remember what happened. Y'all remember this situation before y'all come out your mouth and say he's fighting nobodies again. Because he tried to fight a name that y'all consider a name. But, you know what I'm saying, we got all of these problems all of a sudden. Everybody calculate out. Everybody, you know, everybody need $1 million. For a fight that's not even going to generate, we don't know what it's going to generate, but y'all asking for all this money? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing games. You know, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Real Traveler, what's going on? Exposé, what's up, baby? Yeah, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. I just don't get it, guys. Sorry, I just was ranting because when I saw that video, I was like, I know Oscar done lied to me, honey. It's just ridiculous how he do. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Bingo. As long as you fight in the best. Me personally, I don't care. I know this younger generation, and I don't know how old you are, Lee. I don't know how old most of y'all are. Most of y'all are probably roughly around my age, like late 30s, early 40s. This generation, yo, they grew up watching Mayweather, right? And not to say that that's a bad thing, right? But most of them were so enamored by like his right, and like his flash and his pizzazz, because Mayweather, he was good on the mic, you know what I'm saying? He was good at promoting his fights, you know, he was good at flashing and boasting about his, you know, his record. So that's where a lot of these guys get this protection program from. But what they failed to realize is Mayweather still fought dogs. He was just that nice. You know what I'm saying? And Mayweather, if he thought that the streets was saying somebody whooped him, he's rematching you. What did he do with Madonna immediately? Well, I don't know about immediately, but what did he do with Madonna? People say he whooped me. Okay, run it back. Like I said, Oscar De La Hoya fight just any goddamn body. Those guys fought anybody. They didn't care about no O. And just because you have an O in your record does not mean you cannot fight. Look at how many times Oscar lost. I forget what his record was. But is anybody in this chat going to run up on Oscar De La Hoya? You let me know. Even today, right now, today. Is anybody in this chat going to run down on Oscar? Like, come on, man. If you really like that, you get in there and you take these fights, right? Because if not, then I just don't want to hear that. Stop fighting the man who delivers my mail. Stop fighting the guy who brings my pizza and acting like you really doing something. And some of these promotional companies are not helping by putting y'all in witness protection programs. That's not you testing your skills. That's not you enhancing your skills. Vergil, we don't know if you're the best at 154 pounds because you ducking Philly smoke. We don't know that, sir. I don't know, man. Oscar ashamed of himself. He used to be a fighter, and he was a damn good fighter. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's not Vergil ducking. Maybe it's his team. But Vergil, this is the time for you to step out and be like, no, this is my career. I dictate what happens with it. But then, you know what? You did. You came out and said you want to fight Errol Spence Jr., a man off the couch for 3 years. That's who you want smoke with. I get it. It's a Texas fight. It might do really good numbers. EJ's fan base is hella strong. Vergil's look like he got a pretty good fan base in Texas too. So if that's what you after and you just after the money now, then that's cool. But just stop pretending you want real smoke. Because what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is selective real smoke. And that's not real smoke. That's fights you know you can win. That's not testing your skills. That's not proving to anybody, least of all yourself, that you really like that. If every time somebody else that to be like that or people think it's like that come close to you, you making a mile in between y'all, that tells me you don't really believe in yourself, or you just not really sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these guys, to me, what I'm picking up is that a lot of them would rather pretend that they really like that than actually prove that they really like that. They think if they say it enough times, it'll be true. This ain't Candyman. Can't say it 3 times and I appear. No, I got to see it. I'm old enough to know I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. I see better than I hear, boo. It's just ridiculous. Oscar need to be ashamed of his damn self. Eddie Hearn running down the street chasing him with the pen. I done showed y'all that already. I done told y'all what's going on with these fools, and somebody put some money in Teo's collection plate because he out here begging. I don't know exactly. Okay, I don't know. You know they're gonna blame each other, bro. I don't know, and this time I don't think it's Eddie, because y'all know what I really think of Eddie Hearn. But this time I don't think it's Eddie. You know, I wouldn't suggest that, Blaze, to weight drain himself and go back down to 147. Why? He did that long enough. Now he's at 154. There's plenty of smoke for him at 154. 147 is basically a desert. There's no smoke for him there, which is why he needed to move up to begin with. That's another thing. These boys that are fighting, that they're not in their weight class. Look at Keyshawn Davis. He's going to fight one fight at 140, and then he said he's moving his punk ass up to 147. Sir, what are you doing? We playing hopscotch with the weights now. All other kind of mess. This is foolishness. Pure foolishness. Why is everybody not? First of all, why don't nobody want no smoke with Gary? Y'all know I did this like 3-4 months ago. Y'all think I'm lying? Go look at it. And I called him the boogeyman at 140 pounds. Nobody don't want to fight. There is plenty of smoke at 140. Y'all see what I'm saying now? The selective smoke. Shakur, he's going to fight one fight at 140. Then he's going to go to 147 and fight 140. Then he's going to go back down to 135. 135 is basically a damn ghost town. This is ridiculous. They constantly make moves that don't reflect the things that come out of their mouth. I want to test my skills against the best. I want to fight Lewis Crocker. What? That's testing your skills against the best? Now, Devin done said he wanted to fight Crocker. Keyshawn done came out and said he wanted to fight Crocker. What the hell Lewis Crocker got going on? This is absolute ridiculous. Richardson Hitchens telling this one you ain't did nothing to get no. Boy, who the hell is you, Beyonce? I just don't understand this. You ain't done nothing to deserve a fight with me. Boy, all he got to do is fight. What is this deserve conversation that these boys are having now? Ain't none of them done nothing from as far as I can see. They all running around in a circle around each other, playing tag, fighting low-hanging fruit, instead of stepping up, challenging themselves, and really getting in there and squabble. Because what they don't understand is they're begging for approval. They're begging for fans. The only way to get that shit is to show us that you like that. I don't understand how in the hell you can run around here fighting somebody maybe still in the top 15, but in the lower part of the top 15, like maybe 12 or 13, you scraping the bottom, and then you get up there and you stand on the ropes and beat on your chest like you just beat Godzilla. Boy, I will step right on your toe. Stop trying to fool us, man. We're not crazy. This is why the fans are so frustrated. This is why we have such anger or vile towards some of the things that are going on in the sport. These promotional companies are not making them fight the best neither. They picking a golden goose and they tucking them away in a nice little tight protection program. But then they want to still pump them up like his ass is Simba. King of the jungle, my ass. You can't even walk to the store without a bodyguard. Please. Stop trying to fool us. This is getting outrageous now. So now look at this. Now what we got to do? We got to see who Boots can fight. Now what? He going to fight Joe Blow, that motor lawn, and everybody going to be complaining, forgetting that Vergil done ducked this man in 4 damn K. Exactly. This was a real money fight, and it was an opportunity, man. Let's stop. I get it. These boys, they're prize fighters, but first of all, you got to be a prize, honey. You gotta earn it. Okay, this is what you signed up to do. This ain't no prison boot camp. You came to somebody's gym. You signed up and said you wanted to be a fighter. So this is what you get paid to do. This is what you selected as an occupation, right? And I get it. You want to be paid what you think you worth. We all think we worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but look at your paycheck. That'll tell you what the market think you worth. Okay, and if your fights are going to purse bid and ain't nobody bidding on them, if you can't sell out my grandmother's backyard barbecue, baby, and it's no disrespect, you just gotta hustle your way up. But how you do that is fighting tougher competition. If I know that you the type of fighter, win, lose, or draw, that'll get in there with anybody, I'm gonna tune in every time you fight, just because I want to see if you're gonna win, lose, or draw. And at least I know, like, nah, he'll fight anybody. I don't care. Say whatever you want. He'll fight you. This is not this whole elaborate, everybody running around here with the Mary J. Blige, I'm going down, shades on, talking about what have you done. No, what have you done? All of their damn resumes are stinking up the damn joint. Decent to mid names on all of their damn resumes. And they all done passed around the same 3-4 fighters and acting like I beat them better than you. How about you fight somebody you ain't fought yet? How about you fight somebody that's calling your ass out? That could probably whoop you. You won't dare take that chance. But you want me to believe that you really like that. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And then some of these promotional companies, they know. You know, that's why they prop up some of these other ones, or they put the ones that are good in protection programs because they don't want to put you nowhere where it's the chance that you can ruin, you know what I'm saying, their brand image. And I get it, it's a business. But your business, I don't know. We're going to see what Oscar do. Oscar, he think he's a good talker. He think he's a slick talker after the press conference. Y'all heard him. I told them not to come. They might be afraid after they see what he does. Boy, ain't nobody scared. You mean to tell me this man came all the way from Philadelphia, took a layover flight, all of that, and they scared? Stop playing with me, Oscar. Stop playing with me. Come on, man. He got to do better. He got to do better than this. I'll tell you this. If I was Boots, but I'm not. But if I was, honey, I'd pull that goddamn card. Okay, Oscar, I'll take your 40%. Now let's run it. I'd see what he say. Because I got a sneaky suspicion after that it's going to be something else and something else and something else and something else. But I tell him I accept your 40%. Now let's get this done. Which is what I feel Shakur should have told Devin ass, but he didn't. Sometimes you got to pay attention to the opportunity, man. Because sometimes if you succeed at an opportunity, that next check is blank and you put your amount on it. I don't know, man, but that's all I got for y'all tonight. I had the link pinned for about 30 minutes. Anybody want to hop up here, so I'm out. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Listen, y'all go ahead and catch the rest of them cards, honey. Supriel, he getting ready to get up here with Dalton Smith. We're going to see how he looks without the Ostarine or whatever the hell they got going on. He's in my opinion, a lose-lose situation, because if he wins, it's gonna be like, did you have a little something in your system? And if he loses, it'll be like, oh, he ain't had that in his system. So these are just some of the things that these guys got to watch out for. They got to be kind of more mindful of what they're ingesting and what they're taking. Even some of the nutritionists clearly don't pay attention to labels that well. I'm not sure what his situation was, but he's like the third or fourth person. What we had in 2025, that's what we should have did. How many poppers did we have last year? Because we had quite a few. I remember just off the top of my head, Jaime Munguia, Vito Melnicki's opponents, Subriel Matias. Who else popped? Joseph Parker, but he popped for that other stuff, child. I don't know what he had going on. But we had quite a few poppers last year. Erica Cruz, remember Amanda's opponent, she popped. So I'm not sure what these people got going on, man, but get it together. Salute to the ones that are doing it the right way. Salute to the ones who are working on their craft. They don't have none of this whole extra stuff going on. Just salute to the ones, man, really wanting to get in there and test their skills. And those usually are the ones who, we're not paying attention to right now, which is why we're going to be getting more of them on the show, because I watch a lot of Pro Box. I watch a lot of OTX. Honey, them boys over there, they get active. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to make it to the main card yet. If some of these boys, sleeping on silk sheets, need to boot their ass back to the projects and give them a dose of reality. I don't know, man, but salute to y'all. Oh my God. Oh no. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, security must not be on duty. I see people in here speaking to frequent flyer as if he is in the building, and that, oh hell no. Security, honey. Get that thing up out of here. We don't need any, and I ain't talked about Devin in the last 10 minutes, so you late. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, man. Y'all catch that card if y'all want to. I'm not sure yet, because $55. I like Subriel, but I don't know if I $55 like Subriel. You know what I'm talking about? So I might catch some highlights on tomorrow. If it's decent, I'll make a little video or something. But shout out to him. I think he's defending his belt, right? And we know Javier, he just won his belt, so we're gonna see what they do with all of that, the vacant one anyway, but at least he fought for it. So we're gonna see what they do with that, because if I'm not mistaken, he's number one contender now for Shakur, or the mandatory for Shakur. I know the winner was something for Shakur's belt. So we're gonna see. Things might get interesting in the latter part of 2026. If Keyshawn does move up to 147 pounds after this Jermaine Ortiz, and that's another thing. You talking about what you're going to do after Jermaine Ortiz, get through him first. That's what you need to do. They don't never focus on what's in front of them. Like, focus up. Anyway, if he gets through Jermaine Ortiz, he said that he's going to go up to 147. Apparently, he's looking to challenge Devin Haney. So we'll see. Let him get past Jermaine Ortiz, and then we can revisit the conversation as a whole. But as of right now, he got a fight on the undercard of his brother, and we'll see how he does with that. Bruce Shushu Carrington is also on that card. Carlos Adames is also on that card. So it's a decent card. The promotion for it, as we talked about earlier, is lacking in several departments. The boys, like I said, they're not that. Shakur just seems a little reserved. He don't really seem like he, you know what I'm saying? It takes personality to sit at these press conferences. And like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner was so charismatic, yo. Like, I used to love his fights just to see what he was going to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adrian Broner was just, oh, man. AB had it. He always said the funniest things. He was always doing something crazy. So he made it entertaining. Mayweather made it entertaining. A lot of these guys, they just, they don't really have the personality, or they're shy. They don't want to really come out of their shell. You know what I'm saying? But they have to learn how to promote themselves better and, do a little bit of a better job branding themselves. Sometimes that ain't all that's going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just about it. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I ain't going to ramble all night. But until next time, man, y'all know what to do, baby. Catch me on the panel. Y'all have a good night.